That doesn't touch a lot. I honestly felt red flags immediately.
Eve Overland says from now on, she is going to trust her gut. She is rebuilding her DeKalb County deck. First, she hired Richard Bonacore with Echelon Restoration. $28,000, and months into a project she felt was filled with flaws, she fired him and started over.
These guys have done more work in 4 days than Richard did in almost 4 months.
Upset, Overland started to research Bonacore, growing more frustrated with each lawsuit and complaint in this box. There is a termination letter on another project after that homeowner says she didn't get the materials purchased. That is similar to what Craig Hills says he experienced.
For the longest time, that house was a very dark place for me to go.
In 2012, Hills says he hired Bonacore to build a house at Lake Oconee.
We cleared the land. We put the walls in for the basement.
Months later, he was part of a lawsuit because the lumber payments were missing. We asked Bonacore about these accusations. Have you ever stolen money from a construction project?
No, never have.
Bonacore insists money never went missing. And as for poor workmanship,
You didn't let me finish. I think this job here would have looked very similar to that at that point.
we talked with Bonacore at a current porch project. A good job at one house, a horror story at another. This is why homeowners say it is so hard to know who to hire. Some start to verify a business on the state's corporation search, but Deputy Secretary of State Matthew Tizer says this tool is more about legal status. The information provided is collected, not vetted.
98% of it is an administrative process.
And it has nothing to do with whether a company is operating ethically. There is a contractors licensing board, but not all construction jobs require a professional license.
Things such as swimming pools, roofing, installing a fence, those kinds of things are not required to be licensed in Georgia.
The licensing board says it does have complaints related to Bonacore, but they either couldn't be substantiated or the work didn't require a license. Executive Director LaTrenda Tyler says that means the board didn't have the authority to act.
That is probably 60% of our complaints, or people who are requesting restitution financially.
According to Tyler, Bonacore should have had a license to build this deck. He didn't, so Overland is watching to see what happens. But even if it issues a cease and desist order, Tyler admits holding a contractor to it may be up to the public.
I don't understand why there's no checks and balances.
In this situation, we've uncovered the checks really fall to you, the consumer. Check for licenses and lawsuits. Get references and see the projects for yourself. Search online for reviews and make sure you are okay with what would end up in this box before you hire. In DeKalb County, Rebecca Lindstrom, 11 Alive News investigates.